You ever get that weird feeling like something's watching you, but when you look, no one's there? Now imagine that something has no eyes, just pitch black voids where its soul should be. Welcome to Adventure Time's creepiest episode, Blank-Eyed Girl. One episode, one night, a whole lot of questions, and we still don't have the answers. But here's the thing, the more you dig into this episode, the weirder it gets. So let's crack it open, theory by theory, if you dare. Alright, so they show up in just one episode, Season 7, Episode 8, called Blank-Eyed Girl. The setup is pretty simple, which is exactly why it works. It's nighttime, Finn and Jake are hanging out in their treehouse. Everything's chill, until it isn't. They spot some weird figures outside, just standing there, not saying anything, not doing anything, just staring, with these huge, solid black eyes and emotionless faces. The weirdest part, the more Finn and Jake try to get rid of them, lock the doors, close the windows, ignore them, the closer these girls get. It's like horror movie logic, but with Adventure Time's strange dreamlike twist. At one point, they even find this old paranormal VHS tape that basically gives them rules for dealing with the girls. Stuff like don't let them in, don't show fear, and don't fall asleep. So naturally, Jake passes out, the girls get in, and in the morning, everything's back to normal. Except, was it? The first theory's got some serious creepypasta energy. The Blank-Eyed Girls feel a lot like real-life urban legends, specifically the Black-Eyed Children. If you haven't heard of them, it's this super eerie legend where these weird kids knock on your door in the middle of the night, asking to come in. They talk like little robots, don't show emotion, and here's the kicker, their eyes are solid black. It's been an internet thing for years, tons of stories, and the creepiest part, some people say once you see them, they don't leave you alone. The similarities are way too strong to ignore. Adventure Time didn't say they were inspired by that, but come on. Blank stares, quiet demeanor, weird behavior, it's definitely drawing from that same spooky source. Alright, now we're getting psychological. Some fans think the Blank-Eyed Girls aren't even real in the traditional sense. They could be a physical representation of fear or even anxiety. Think about it. They don't attack, they don't even talk, they just appear and they feed off your reaction. The more Finn and Jake panic, the stronger the girls seem to get. Kind of like how anxiety works, right? The more you focus on it, the more it consumes your headspace. It's like the episode showing how we deal with those creepy, uncomfortable thoughts. You can't always reason with them, you just have to endure until they fade, which is pretty deep for a show with candy people and talking dogs. Now this one's a little meta, but it's one of my favourites. What if the Blank-Eyed Girls aren't from Ooh at all? What if they're watching Finn and Jake the same way we do? Hear me out. They show up, don't speak, don't interfere, just stare. Almost like an audience. And during the episode, the screen starts glitching. The visuals go VHS style and suddenly it feels like Finn and Jake are aware that they're being watched. Like the girls are part of some higher reality, poking through the screen to remind everyone, hey, this is all a show. It's super unsettling when you think about it. The idea that characters are starting to sense something beyond their world. That's straight up Truman Show stuff. Okay, so they only officially appear in one episode, but some fans think they might be part of a bigger pattern. Let's check out a few episodes where the vibe just feels a little too similar. Kingworm, Season 4. Finn gets stuck in this dream world ruled by Kingworm. Reality bends, time doesn't make sense, and everyone acts off. That hazy, surreal feeling? Exact same energy as Blank-Eyed Girl. The Creeps, Season 3. A murder mystery party that turns spooky real, with guests vanishing and masked villains in play. It's another genre horror-style episode where things feel wrong, but there's no clear threat. Ghostfly, Season 6. A ghost literally haunts Jake through his butt. No lie, it's ridiculous, but the way the ghost silently appears, grows more aggressive and just exists, is low-key the same as the girls. Poohoy, Season 5. Finn lives an entire lifetime in a pillow world and then just wakes up like it never happened. Dream logic, parallel realities, and nothing explained. Are the girls from one of these pillow realms? Maybe. Maybe worse. Point is, Adventure Time loves to drop eerie, unexplained stuff and just leave it dangling. The Blank-Eyed Girls are probably part of that tradition. Things that don't need a backstory to haunt you. Let's get a little serious. One thing Adventure Time always nails is how it sneaks in real-life stuff under all the candy-coloured madness. And the Blank-Eyed Girls, they hit different because they feel like a metaphor. They could represent unspoken trauma, creeping dread, the fear of being watched or judged, or that gnawing anxiety you can't put into words. Kids feel it, adults definitely feel it. The show doesn't tell you what they are, it just shows you what it feels like when they show up. And that makes them scarier than any actual monster. So here's another possibility. What if these girls are from the Nightosphere? That's the hellish realm ruled by Marceline's dad, and where nothing makes sense and fear runs wild. We've seen it twist reality and mess with people's minds before. Maybe the Blank-Eyed Girls aren't just ghosts or metaphors, they're part of the Nightosphere's way of feeding on people. Not through screams or blood, but through psychological terror. Watching, creeping, slowly pushing you to break. Not saying that's confirmed, but it would explain why the girls break logic and act like they're from another dimension entirely. The Blank-Eyed Girls are scary not because of what they do, but because of how they exist. There's no gore, no fight, no backstory, just this quiet, crawling fear. They don't blink, they don't speak, they don't move unless you're not looking. They're the personification of that feeling you get at night when everything's still, but something feels wrong. It's the kind of horror that doesn't end with a boss battle, it just lingers, and that's what makes them unforgettable. Alright, so what are the Blank-Eyed Girls? Urban legend? Manifestation of fear? Dimensional watchers? Nightosphere creepers? We may never get a straight answer, but that's the beauty of it. Adventure Time has always been okay with leaving things weird and open-ended. It trusts us to think, feel, and fill in the blanks ourselves. And maybe, just maybe, that's the scariest part. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you chills or made you think twice about the window behind you, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into Adventure Time's weirder corners, and drop your own Blank-Eyed Girl theory in the comments. And remember, if you see something staring at you tonight, maybe don't let it in.